Hello people. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a very quick video, which I just want to quickly show you this, which I found quite amusing. Now currently there's a story going on, not a story, there's an event that's happened where one of the Dutch members of the European Parliament by the name of Roos, I can't remember his first name, but anyway, he was in some kind of committee hearings with executives from Pfizer. And he asked them a quite specific question and said to them, were these vaccines tested for transmission? Were they trialed to see if they actually prevented transmission? And the Pfizer execs admitted that their vaccine was not tested for transmission. And this story has now been spreading like a virus. It's been spread, it's gone viral, right? People are now posting this on their Facebooks, and one of my friends on my Facebook posted this particular story on her Facebook. And it was immediately censored by Facebook with a big banner across it saying that this has been fact checked, trying to imply that this was not accurate. So okay, what I decided to do is have a look at that and see if what these fact checkers, so-called fact checkers, were checking. So I went in then and read what they were saying. In their efforts to undermine this breaking news, the fact checkers have in fact actually confirmed that the vaccines were not tested for transmission. You can see that here in the screen that you can see in front of you right now. It quite clearly states vaccine clinical trials for drug approval are not meant to test that. It tests that it's not meant to test transmission. Okay, down here it says testing for the prevention of disease transmission is not typically part of the initial trials, right? So they're actually confirming, yes, Pfizer did not test their vaccine for transmission. The reason that's critical is obviously because the whole mandates and policies, etc., that were placed for people who were not vaccinated, the vaccine passports and the digital IDs and the digital passports, was all based on the fact that they were trying to imply that people who are not vaccinated are dangerous because they will then spread the disease, transmitting the disease because they're not vaccinated, and which was utter rubbish. I mean, they were saying that if you get vaccinated, you will not transmit the disease. We know clearly that's not true because COVID has not gone away anywhere. Especially here in the UK, we've had wave after wave of COVID coming back, despite the fact that the UK is like 95% fully vaccinated. We're in the middle of a wave right now. We're getting 250,000 infections per day here in the UK right now, despite the fact that we've had 2 years or whatever it is now of vaccinations. Okay, and 95% of the population have been vaccinated to some degree. It hasn't prevented any transmissions. People are still getting it, and obviously people are ending up in hospital now. I was watching something on TV that they were saying that they are getting more and more COVID patients coming in who are actually fully vaccinated. So this whole story is breaking out now, and the fact checkers, in their efforts to try and undermine this story, have actually in fact confirmed these vaccines were not tested for transmission. Although they're talking about Pfizer here, I dare say this also applies to the other vaccines from AstraZeneca and Johnson and all the other ones as well. So just wanted to show you this quickly. You should spread the news that these vaccines are not being tested for transmission. They don't prevent transmission. A fact proven by Biden and Fauci, which are the two most vaccinated people in the whole world, both got infected. Biden got infected twice. And they were also had to isolate. Now, what does isolation mean? Why did they have to isolate? They've been vaccinated till it's coming out of their asses. They had to isolate because vaccines don't stop them from transmitting the disease, and it doesn't stop them from getting infected. As I said, Biden's already been infected twice. So neither do these vaccines prevent you from getting infected, and they don't stop you from infecting other people, right? So this is why the two most vaccinated people in the whole world had to go into isolation. Here is the story. The point here is the fact checkers have actually shot themselves in the foot. All they've done is actually confirm the fact that these vaccines are not tested for transmission. There's no way that they can claim that these vaccines stop transmission. That was the whole selling point. This is the whole marketing of the vaccines was, get the vaccines, you got to protect others, do it for your friends and neighbors, do it for other people to protect other people, get your vaccination and you'll protect them from getting ill, which is utter nonsense, as we know, because they've now confirmed that these vaccines don't prevent transmission. So even if you're vaccinated, you weren't protecting anyone. I mean, apart from the fact, yes, okay, some of these vaccines may have prevented to a certain degree serious illness, but that only lasted for a few weeks. There's been trials that have now proven that the efficacy that was originally claimed was just utter nonsense. At best, they were 43% efficacious, and after a few weeks, it was down to 0. But maybe that's another video at a later time, but you can find all of that online now anyway. So anyway, okay, that was it. Just a quick video to say that these fact checkers have actually confirmed, in their efforts to try and undermine this story, have actually confirmed that the vaccines were not tested for transmission and cannot be guaranteed in any way to prevent transmission. Okay, that's it, people. Thank you for watching, and have a great day and stay safe.